Throughout time and history from all parts of the globe, there has been one weapon that stood the test of time. This weapon comes in many different shapes and sizes. Most importantly, this weapon has many uses. The weapon in question is the sword. Today, we take the multiverse's greatest swordsmen and find out which is the best at their trade. Today, we rewind Rumble. In no specific order, it's time we meet the combatants, starting with Asuna and Kirito. These two make a great pair in both the virtual world of Sword Art Online and the real world. Kirito wields the Elucidator, Asuna wields the Lambent Light and the Chivalric Rapier. These two make a great duo as Asuna is skilled with healing her teammates, magic, and water manipulation. Kirito is an expert leader and veteran decision maker. He also wields the Holy Sword Excalibur, which is the most powerful sword in ALO. This sword provides a massive immense stat increase when equipped. Next, we travel through time to meet the Links, specifically from Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild. These Links are extremely similar when it comes to physical feats. However, Breath of the Wild Link has a wider arsenal of weaponry at his disposal. They both wield the signature Hylian Shield and Master Sword. These are sacred weapons that are much more durable than your average blades. Link has used these along with his Triforce of Courage to defeat many evils throughout Hyrule. As we move on to the more technologically advanced warriors, we have the likes of Meta Knight and Zero. Meta Knight is a master swordsman with over 50,000 years of experience. His signature sword is named Galaxia. Zero was created by Dr. Albert Wily sometime in the early 21st century. He wields the mighty Z-Saber. Both of these characters are known for their insanely fast speeds and wide arsenal. Meta Knight's sword has a copy feature that works similar to Kirby's Inhale copy abilities, and Zero is programmed with many extra weapons from his ranged Z-Buster and Titan Breaker hammer. Next up is the Mercenaries, Dante and Deadpool. Both Dante and Deadpool are known for their impressive regeneration skills, assortment of blades, and firearms. Deadpool has a magic satchel that offers him a seemingly endless amount of ammunition and weapon types. Dante has access to 666 different weapons, all of which he knows how to use like the back of his hand. Deadpool also has a Carbonadium Katana that can genetically deteriorate healing factors, and Dante has a Devil Trigger that turns him into a full-on demon. Sora and Cloud are the two swordsmen with actual crossover history as they enter this crossover series. Sora wields the Keyblade and Cloud wields the Buster Sword. They met at a Greek tournament as Cloud was contracted by Hades to fight Hercules. In Cloud's way to Hercules stood Sora. After a small misunderstanding, they eventually became allies as they fought evil together. Along with Sora's Keyblade, he is extremely skilled with magic handling. He knows many basic magic types such as fire, ice, thunder, light, wind, time, and magnetism, as well as healing. Cloud also knows his variations of magic, soul attacks, mind control, and has minor regeneration capabilities. Now it's time we discuss the time-traveling heroes who were both designed by Akira Toriyama, Trunks and Chrono. Trunks wields the enchanted Brave Sword, and Chrono, while he has many swords, his most powerful is the Dream Seeker. The Dream Seeker is Chrono's strongest weapon. It has an extremely high base critical hit of 90%. The enchanted Brave Sword has been used by Trunks many times to take on the likes of Frieza, Goku Black, and is a staple of Trunks' combat style. Next up is a pair of red-headed female sword wielders, Shauna and Urza. Shauna is a Flame Haze. A Flame Haze is a former human that has made a contract with the Crimson Lord to protect the balance of the world. Urza Scarlet is an S-class mage of the Fairy Tail Guild. She fights alongside Team Natsu to protect those she loves. Urza is a master of re-equip and sword magic, allowing her to constantly change and alter her armor/weapon type. Shauna wields the Nioto no Shana, and she uses this along her Wings of Crimson, which is a pair of fiery wings allowing flight. From the redheads to the dark-haired edgy swordsmen, it's time we bring up Akame and Sasuke. Akame is a member of the group Night Raid. The Night Raid is part of the revolutionary forces assembled to overthrow the current corrupted Prime Minister and the established government. Sasuke was a member of Team 7, and the once rebellious ninja is now an established figure in his village alongside his best friend and rival Naruto. Sasuke wields the Sword of Kusanagi, and Akame wields the Murasame. The Murasame was a cursed blade that could kill a person with a single cut. Once the sword pierces skin, a poisonous curse spreads through the victim's body, killing them within seconds by stopping their heart. Moving on, we have the creative builders, Minecraft Steve and the Terrarian of Terraria. Both of these characters can wield many different sets of equipment, but when it comes to swords, Steve's sword of choice is the diamond sword, and the Terrarian, while he does have many swords, the most powerful is the True Knight's Edge. Steve is known for his great strength. The Terrarian is known for his extreme speed. Both of these swordsmen have traveled wild realms while they use their creative minds to build wonders. Now we move on to the swordsmen of Undernight, Inbirth, Orie, and Hyde. Orie is a kind-hearted young woman with a strong sense of justice. Hyde is an individual who gives his all to any challenge before him and doesn't back down from a fight. Hyde wields the Indulgence of Rending, and Orie wields the thin rapier known as the Guardian of Law and Order. Hyde's ability through Void Red allows him to summon his sword and is enchanted to even kill immortals. Orie's ability Thanatos makes it possible for her to materialize a spirit from her sword and control it like a robotic avatar. Next up, we have two well-respected samurais, Samurai Jack and Kenshin. Jack was flung into the future by his archenemy Aku right before Jack was about to defeat him. Aku's time travel spell had rendered Jack ageless, so he used this to his advantage while in a future dystopia. Kenshin was orphaned as a child, who was then adopted into slavery and soon experienced the Japanese Revolution. This steered Kenshin into a life of combat and samurai safeguarding. Kenshin wields the Sakabato, and Jack wields the Emperor's Katana. The Emperor's Katana is a holy katana that was forged by the three gods, Odin, Ra, and Rama, for the sole purpose of destroying Aku. And the Sakabato is the last of the strange swords forged by the master swordsmith Arai. From samurais to spirit warriors, we have Inuyasha and Ichigo. Inuyasha is a half-demon, half-human whose name literally means dog for a spirit. Ichigo Kurosaki is a human who has Shinigami powers and is a substitute Shinigami. Inuyasha wields the Tessaga, and Ichigo wields the Bankai sword. Inuyasha's sword has many different abilities, from morphing into a katana, firing bursts of energy, power absorption, and wind bearing. As a Shinigami, Ichigo's senses have continued to improve with time, learning various advanced sensing techniques such as using the Spirit Ribbon and entering his Soul Reaper form and Fullbring form. And last but not least, we have Roronoa Zoro and Saber. Zoro was the first member to join the Straw Hat Pirates, and he wishes to become the greatest swordsman in the world. Saber's true identity is Ultria Pendragon. She's basically the female version of King Arthur. She served as a servant in the 5th Holy Grail War, and much like King Arthur, she took the role as king by pulling the sword Caliburn from its stone. While Saber wields her famous Excalibur sword, Zoro has multiple katanas and can use all three of them at once during combat. We know many things about all these swordsmen, but there's just one question left unanswered. Who is the best of the best? And now it's time we set ourselves a circumstance. With a roster this large, the only place with enough room is the entire multiverse. This free-for-all will have no preparation, gladiator style. And with that circumstance bar fully loaded, it's time to rewind Rumble.
Akakanatta. もしかして、やっぱりオーラみたいなのが出てるのかしら。何なの？ターミネートソード！
アスナ強いな。
ゲームと一緒にしないで。
ならどうだ。
追いつけなかった。
使うしかないのか。
最後の一手。
バーストドリーム。
Into the heat of battle. Engage!
And all that just now, thanks to me. So who's up next? Any real challengers?
Let's get this party started.
Check me out! I'm the ghost of Christmas Kick Your Ass! Oh, you can take no more of your face! How you like me now? Let's rock! You scared? Bathroom break! Kiss it! Is that really all you got?
It always ends the same way. This is it. Weak. I'm ready.
Let's go!
Let's go. You should have seen that one coming.
Okay. Fire! Back off! Take this! Fire! Is it? Take this! Fire! Gather!
Let's go. Breaking my limits.
Okay, I'm like 90% sure I'm on target. Now, to turn on my theme song to make this shot just that much more awesome.
It's boom time, Kenny.
Now I got you! So, you wanna stay down now?
I really hope you enjoyed that animation. It took our team pretty much half a year to put it all together. So special thanks to the Team Animation Rewind animators such as Min, Chaos, Regular Animations XD, Pixel, Omega7321, Ninten, Chris T or Warrior, Alex303, Nivik TH, King Ike 75, Gabriel M, Droop the Hedgehog, Maniac, and Warlord. Please stay tuned for the post-analysis, and at the end of the video, I'm going to feature who's fighting next, as well as discuss the Rewind Rumble schedule and the new series coming to this channel. That's right, there's another new series. Thanks, and now for the post-analysis. Our winner is Future Trunks. First and foremost, that animation you just saw wasn't a simulation, as surely Deadpool wouldn't be the second last swordsman standing. However, what is true is that of the roster chosen and the circumstance presented, Future Trunks would come out as the victor against the other 25 opponents. Trunks is surely in a league of his own, especially with his Super Saiyan Rage form. Like Gohan, Trunks is a Saiyan hybrid. Being a half-human, half-Saiyan hybrid gives Trunks a supreme advantage when it comes to his overall potential and energy efficiency when compared to pure-blood Saiyans. Thanks to the insane writing styles of Dragon Ball Super, Trunks, like many characters in the anime, has seen unreached levels of power. The most powerful aspect of Future Trunks is his Super Saiyan Rage form. While in Super Saiyan Rage, Trunks was on par with Future Zamasu, which through scaling can place him at a universal threat. Considering that Zamasu was on par and even more powerful than the likes of Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta. Now there are some Tier 2 characters who can at least put up a good fight against Trunks. The characters in Tier 2 have massively faster than light and or star/solar system level feats. Zero and Meta Knight are on par with Kirby and Mega Man, both of whom survived actual space black holes and crossed galaxies in seconds. Sora, Cloud, and Chrono have star level durability feats, and all of these characters are great in their own right. but none of these characters have the durability and destructive force of Trunks' universal scaling. To tie up some more loose ends, yes, characters like Deadpool and Dante have healing factors, but a healing factor and durability are two completely different things. If you manage to destroy all the cells in both Deadpool and Dante's body, they would have nothing to regenerate from. Minecraft Steve is extremely strong, but that's all he has going for him. His travel speed is only peak human, which puts him at a huge disadvantage to everyone else in the entire roster as they can move much faster. So all in all, while characters like Zero and Meta Knight have the speed to keep up with Trunks, they don't have the sheer destructive force or durability that Trunks has in his Super Saiyan Rage form, making the winner of this Rumble Future Trunks. When it comes to obscure free-for-alls like these, sometimes the roster and circumstance has more of an X factor than the characters themselves. So if you want to see a rematch with a new roster that doesn't include Trunks and a different circumstance, all you have to do is like this video for a Swordsman free-for-all rematch. If this episode gets 15,000 likes, that rematch will happen. Also, don't forget to comment down your own ideas for future Rewind Rumbles, and stay tuned as I give you a Rewind Rumble schedule update, announce the next fighters, and announce the new series coming to this channel. On the next episode of Rewind Rumble.
Yes, excellent. I haven't had this much fun in ages. What did you say your name was?
That's right, the next Rewind Rumble is going to be a vampire duel between Dio and Alucard. Stay tuned for it because that's coming soon this month. Now, let's talk about the future of this series' schedule and what's to come for this channel in general. First and foremost, be sure to come back this Saturday, December 9th, to watch the first episode of the new series, Fatal Conflict. You don't want to miss it. I don't want to spoil too much about this series, but just know that the first episode of Fatal Conflict is being animated by Team Animation Rewind's Natsumi 007. So if you know his work, you know you should be hyped for it. And you should also be hyped for Dio vs. Alucard, as that's animated by Chaos. Make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to miss these videos. Now let's talk about this Rewind Rumble schedule. All of the uploads uploaded in this month of December will be part of the Rewind Rumble pre-season. Not the first season, but the pre-season. There's going to be about 2, maybe 3 more Rewind Rumbles in December alone. Then, once the preseason is over, Season 1 of Rewind Rumble will officially begin January 3rd, 2018. Then, each episode will come out every other Wednesday. Season 1 will have 26 episodes. This is the current plan, and it's most likely how Season 1 is going to pan out after this December preseason. Things may change in the future, but for now, this is the game plan for what our team is trying to pursue. Fatal Conflict is planned to be every Saturday, however seasons are on a monthly basis, so each season will happen every other month. So in December, you'll get 4 Fatal Conflicts, but then in January, there'll be a season break, and then Season 2 starts in February. Again, this is for the new series, Fatal Conflict, which of course is coming out this Saturday, December 9th. I hope you enjoyed this episode as well as the updates. Please stay tuned for what is to come. I'm Animation Rewind, and I'll fast forward to you later.